Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'm at my local neighborhood Walmart and I saw this big bin full of Hot Wheels. You can see how full it is, and it is all the way to the top. So let's take a look and see which case we're working with, and it looks like it is the Q case, which is the last case for 2024. So let's check it out. So let's start over here on the left side of the bin, and I brought a shopping cart so that I can like move it out instead of just throwing it on the floor. So let's just kind of start looking through here and see what they have. There's that Zamboni vehicle. There's that white NSX, and then I think that was a McLaren. I'm trying to go through this really quick because there's a lot of customers around, and they're probably like wondering, what in the world is this person doing, going through this bin and tossing everything into that shopping cart. There's that Liberty Walk Nissan GTR. There's that delivery mail vehicle. That's really cool. Here's a old classic Honda S600 convertible, or a hardtop, I guess. Let's see what they have. Some of the vehicles you've probably seen before. They're just recolors and everything. Let's keep on looking. Here's that Ford GT in a white. I think the last one I got was that, I forget what color it was. It was a blue or a green. I can't remember. Oh, look, there's a Zymac right here. And I haven't seen one all year. I think I'm going to grab that. I think this is the first time I've seen a Zymac in the wild. And oh, here's a gold Volkswagen Beetle Transformer. It is Bumblebee. I got the yellow one like a few weeks ago, and now I guess they got the golden Bumblebee. So that's a nice find. There's that RX-7. Let's see. Keep on going through here. There's a Porsche 911. There's a Batmobile. There's always gonna be a Batmobile in these cases, and they never stop putting out Batmobiles. And this is very cool, bright orange. And there's a Unimog. Let's see what else they have here. Seems like kind of a bunch of these Zamboni vehicles. And there's another one. I just keep on grabbing them. It's a mess in here. There's so many vehicles, but it's kind of cool to be able to finally see some vehicles. And here's a Tesla Plaid in this bright blue color. So it looks like it's new for 2024 because they always made like regular Tesla vehicles. Here's a Dodge Charger in the tune version. So if you guys are looking for that for the Fast and Furious, there's another Batmobile. But let's keep on moving along. I'm kind of glad to be able to see a lot of Hot Wheels. It's end of the year. Almost the Christmas time for gifts and stuff, so that's probably why they brought all these Hot Wheels in and stuff. Here's that Aston Martin kind of like race vehicle, very unique looking one. And it's been slow in the middle of the year, I believe. Like, I haven't had much luck finding any Hot Wheels, not let alone any bins. So this is still like pretty new again to see a bin in the store, because most of the time they just never had bins throughout the whole summer. There's like a McLaren F1, old classic McLaren. Here's a Ford Mustang Dark Horse. It has this matte finish, very interesting paint job on it. So if you guys are a big fan of the Mustang and then the new Dark Horse, they got that coming out, so you can add that to your collection if you're a big Mustang fan. Let's see what else. Oh, here's that Toyota Supra from the Fast and Furious. I forgot what it wasn't in the first one. I think it was like the third, because the first one was like an orange Supra. So I know they made a tuned version of that one, so they decided to make a tuned version of the this gold one, which they did have that in Fast and Furious. I think it was in 2 or 3. Can't remember. It's been a while since I watched Fast and Furious, but I'll keep on digging here. Trying to grab this as quickly as possible. If I see anything interesting, I'll bring it up here and show you guys. Talking about interesting, a jade green Toyota Supra. I think I've seen this online, and I'm definitely grabbing that because I have all the colors of the Supra, at least the solid color ones. I know Kmart had some that were like kind of uniquely colored, and I kind of regret not getting those Supras to kind of have all the collections of Supra, but I like the single color vehicles because it just looks cleaner. I try not to have much decals or graphics all over. I just want a smooth one color. What about you guys? Do you want like just solid color vehicles, or do you mind like having all these graphics and stuff like that? It depends. Like if there's any graphics that make it like tasteful and looks good, I'll get it. But sometimes whenever they have like too much graphics or something weird to it, I probably won't get the vehicle because I just want a clean looking, like almost like you would see on the streets. Here's a Daytona vehicle. Almost looks like a super or a regular treasure hunt. Had to take a second look on that. Let's see what else they have here. I'm trying to grab all these. It's all randomly in here. Surprisingly, like I don't know if anybody's gone through. Oh, here's the other Zymac, and it's the Lamborghini Seto. And I think I'm gonna add that. Maybe I'll find the third one because they always come in 3 vehicles whenever they make the Zymax when they release it. So, and this is kind of interesting how this is the end of the year and I finally see some Zymax. Man, I think people are just grabbing them before I even get to the store because I have not seen any Zymax until like now. And surprisingly, it's like the end of the year. So I'll only be able to find the last 3 of the year. I wonder what the other 9 vehicles they were. I probably look it online and see. And then if I did, I'll probably be disappointed and probably be like, oh man, I didn't get the other Zymax that were cool looking and everything. But hey, that's how it goes whenever you're hunting. And it feels like it's changed a little bit. It's been harder to find stuff. I don't know about you guys. I know some of you guys have a hard time finding like other kind of vehicles like the treasure hunts and super, which has slowed down for me too. I think there's more collectors now and probably not as many vehicles coming out. I don't know where they're sending these cases, but at least in the central US, I haven't seen much around here. So maybe a bunch of the good ones are probably sent off somewhere else in another part of the country. But I always will keep on checking. I almost passed on this bin because it's been a long time since I actually looked through one, and I almost feel like here's a Lamborghini Huracan Super Teforo. But yeah, I almost gave up on like not wanting to go through this because I felt like maybe I don't have the time because look how full the bin is. But I made the decision to kind of like check it because you never know what might be on the bottom. I mean, I did find a few vehicles so far, even just going through the first part of this bin. Not much of a fan of these bins because you see how they're just all tossed in, and sometimes the cards are wrinkled or kind of like bent out of shape. But it's the decision if you want to buy it and like open it up, which I think the Super Awalco, the card was not as pretty, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to find more, but I think that might be one of those hard to find vehicles that people will all grab and stuff. But I'm going to keep on I'm going to try to stack these and maybe try to organize it. We'll have to see because the bin's pretty far down and it's like I'm trying to do this quickly, and sometimes I like to organize it, and sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll just move it from one bin to another. And I think I might do it this time, but let me just set it up. I might want to set it straight in line like this and be able to see all the vehicles. But I think I'm done here on the first bin, and let's move on to the second part and move it over to the first. I wonder if someone had gone through this bin or not. I mean, it is pretty full. Whenever I see it all the way to the top, I might have a chance of finding something good. I did find a couple of vehicles that might be hard to find, and not sure. Oh, here's that Viper ACR vehicle, and it looks pretty cool. And let's see. Let me see what else is in here. Keep on looking. It's almost feels like a stranger to me, like not being able to go through a bin. It's like new to me again. I've been going through pegs all year, and then finally they have a bin, and it's really, really full. But luckily, I brought a shopping cart, which I would advise that instead of like trying to move it around here, because there isn't really anything you can place it. At least over here in this Walmart, I didn't want to throw it on the ground because you're just gonna be reaching down and making a big mess. So I just usually grab a shopping cart to kind of like take the excess Hot Wheels out, so that it gives you room to kind of move everything around, so that you can kind of look and check everything. Here's that Bugatti Bolide. I believe that's what you call it. It's black and red. I think the original one that I got was a black and blue. And I think they made a black and yellow. So now they have a red one. But yeah, if you have a shopping cart, it makes it easier, and then you just shift everything over, and then at the end, you just refill the empty bin with everything in the shopping cart. To me, I want to make it look nice. I make a mess. I don't want to make a mess in the store. You gotta be courteous when you're looking for these Hot Wheels, because you're going through this, looking at it, and I just feel like it's not nice to like toss it everywhere and just like leave a big mess. And here's another Bumblebee. I think I might grab this one because the other one, I think the card was really bent. So I almost was thinking whether or not I should buy that gold Bumblebee. But it's cool. I really like Transformers, and it's so neat that not Transformers, that Hot Wheels made the Transformer vehicle. So it's cool they had a mold already, the Beetle. I wonder if they would ever make Optimus Prime. I know they made that really expensive. I forgot, was it $40 or $80? Can't remember. That one that actually transforms, which transforms, which is really cool. But it's the size of like a Hot Wheels, I believe. And I just couldn't really think of like really buying it. Plus, it would have been really hard to get it because everyone was kind of jumping on it and buying it online and doing all that stuff. So I may never get one of those Optimus Primes that's in a Hot Wheels that transforms. But I have my regular Optimus Prime that I have, and I enjoy playing with the larger size one. It would have been neat if it wasn't priced so expensive, and I wish they would have brought the Optimus Prime out in the store, and then I might have considered to buy it. I don't know about that price point. I still have to hold back on that, maybe. It just really depends. Do you guys have that Optimus Prime Hot Wheels? Do you guys like it and stuff like that? Tell me what you like and don't like about it if you have one. But I'm going to keep on moving through this bin as quickly as possible, because I have a couple people that try to like walk past me and kind of probably gave me the weird eye and like, why is this shopping cart full of Hot Wheels? And this person's just kind of like recording, and maybe they just don't understand the collector's mindset of when we're collecting Hot Wheels. So, us Hot Wheel collectors or diecast, collectors would probably understand it more of why we would spend all this time going through a bin like this with, some people might think like, what is all this mess and why is it all thrown around? But once you get into this is how it is, and this is the life of a Hot Wheels collector. It never ends. They keep on making new vehicles that makes you want to buy them. And I try to cut back, but I always see something that catches my eye, and I really need to get it. And it's just nostalgic to see some vehicles or vehicles that you've grown up with. So that's why I like to collect some of these Hot Wheels exotics and things like that, because maybe we never will get exotic vehicle, but to have one to look at and kind of drool over, it's kind of neat to see. And I think growing up playing with like die-cast vehicles, I'm so used to having these vehicles and stuff like that in my life. So I don't know how long you guys have collected, but it's very cool. I think ever since I was a little kid, I've had some kind of little vehicle. But It's been almost 14 years since I really avidly like looked for Hot Wheels and started like collecting. So it's been many years and a lot of Hot Wheels. I don't even know how many I have anymore. They're all in bins and stuff, trying to keep them protected. So I think I'm done here on bin 2, and I'm gonna move on to number 3 and move it over. Finally, to the third section of this bin. I hopefully I can get through this. I think I'm getting a little lazy going through this bin, so that's why I'm just kind of looking at them real quick, flipping them. A bunch of them you've already seen as I go through this bin, so that's why I haven't really shown you, because it's just basically repeats. I don't know, maybe I might find a treasure hunt or a super, but it almost has it like in the back of your mind, like I can't give up. I cannot give up. I got to go through the whole bin, because you never know if it's down there or hidden somewhere, or maybe someone left it. Because I've had once where I went through a bin and I was amazingly find, I think it was the Chevrolet Corvette convertible. I think it was a Z07, the black one with the K&N. I've kind of vividly remember that one being in the bottom of the bin at a Walmart, and I was surprised that someone had missed it. Or, I mean, the bin wasn't completely full, but it was kind of cool. Maybe somebody just didn't pay attention and didn't grab it, and that's how I got lucky one time, like finding it on the bottom of the bin, thinking that nothing was gonna be found. So that's why, I always say, if you guys have the time and you really want to find a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt, don't give up. I mean, it's a draw of the luck of being in the right place whenever someone haven't gone through the bin, or sometimes not all cases come with a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt. So that's the other odds that you may or may not get a special vehicle. But it's always worth looking through these things if you have the time, and if you're really devoted to like finding the regular treasure hunt or the super treasure hunt. And on the Q case, I think it is a truck, I believe that's the super, and I forgot what the regular treasure hunt is. But usually I always forget to check before I go through a hunt like this. So I'm still kind of, when I look at these vehicles, if I see something kind of out of place and unique, or you feel like, hey, this car, I haven't seen it yet in all these cars that keep on repeating over and over, then you might kind of stop and like, oh, I better double check, like, what is the super treasure hunt for the case that I'm looking at. But I think it is a truck, and I'm not super big fan, but anytime I do find a super treasure hunt, I'll still grab it. I think the last one was the P case, and it had the Nissan 180X, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that one I really maybe I think that was probably 2 cases back, because I think the P case might be the Lamborghini. I think it was the Lamborghini. So it was either a Lamborghini or the Nissan 180 X SX vehicle. But I think those two I wanted to look for, but I don't know. I might have to go somewhere else that has the older cases, like maybe Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I haven't been at a Dollar General lately, because it's just been kind of really miss on those. This whole year I haven't really went to Dollar General, because it seemed like a lot of stores just didn't have the cars on the pegs or anything. So it was kind of boring. Even the Dollar Trees were kind of a little slow, but lately Dollar Trees have been kind of picking back up, and I've found some cool vehicles. Maybe not a treasure hunt or super, but sometimes there are regular vehicles that you are really interested in. It doesn't have to be like super or regular, and sometimes it can be still hard to find. Like Bumblebee was something that I read about online, and I really wanted him, and I was worried that maybe people would grab them all and try to sell them and stuff like that. But luckily I found Bumblebee during the time it came out, and it's hard to find them now because it's already past the cases. And it's kind of cool that I found this gold Bumblebee. I didn't even know they were going to make a gold one. So that's neat to add that to my collection of both the Bumblebees. So that was cool. And then that green Supra that I found a while ago, that's really cool. I think I saw that online too. And I was hoping that I would find it because I have a bunch of the other Supras. And I may have to do like a review of the Supra again and kind of showcase all the colors. I'll have to go through my boxes and see where all my Supras are. Um, Sometimes I look at my Hot Wheels and then I just kind of put it aside, and it'd be interesting whenever I see them again and be like amazed, like, oh wow, I didn't know I had this vehicle. And it's kind of cool because you know that these vehicles in the past probably will never come back out in the store because they keep on bringing out new ones. And it looks like I'm towards the bottom. There isn't much left over here. I'm kind of flipping over here. There's that Audi wagon and stuff. But it doesn't look like I found a treasure hunt or a super. Here's a Adventure Force Mustang. The mold is interesting, but you know, they're an inexpensive diecast vehicle. But I think I'm done with the bin over here. And I'm going to move all that in that shopping cart over back to the third part over here. So in the end, after going through that massive bin of Hot Wheels, I did find at least 6 vehicles, which was pretty decent. First is going to be this gold Bumblebee Volkswagen Beetle. Very cool, and I'm glad I'm be able to add that to my yellow Bumblebee that I have. So I'm a big fan of Transformers and Hot Wheels. And this next cool vehicle is this bright lime green, not bright, but very beautiful lime green Toyota Supra. And it's amazing. If you can see it in a light, the sparkle paint and everything, it almost feels like the metallic paint on Supers. So that is a cool paint job on that Toyota Supra. And next one is this Dodge Viper SRT10. That is a very cool Viper. That's a really neat. And here's that Lamborghini Huracan, and it's in this bright red with some graphics on the side, big huge wing on the back. And then here's a Zymac Ford GT40, like a classic. Can't remember what year they made these things, but it's like back in the days for the racing vehicles. And then the last one is this Zymac Lamborghini Seto. So it looks like I only found 2 of the 3 Zymacs. I don't know what the other ones are, but what the third one is. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments. And what do you guys think of the 6 vehicles that I picked up tonight or today? Let me know which one you would have picked, or if there's anything you saw that you would have picked instead. And remember, if you like this content, please share, hit the like button, and subscribe. I appreciate you watching, and happy hunting. Be safe out there, and good luck on finding some cool vehicles. And never give up, and keep on looking for what you want.